All right, Jed, what's the headline for the next 4 or 5 days here?
So it's going to be the Arctic air that's coming in. That'll be combined with the 2 separate snowstorms that will come into Oklahoma. The first one does not look to be all that significant, but if you remember what we had here earlier this week where we had that light snow and had all the problems on the roads during the morning hours, this one looks kind of similar to that one. So although it may not be as significant, it might still cause some problems. So we're going to talk more about that coming up. Boy, the bitter cold, it is coming. By Tuesday morning, lows will be dropping down below zero. Brutal temperatures, add some wind chills, an even bigger factor. Kind of interesting here, the coldest it's been in 2023 was 16 degrees just in this last year. That's actually the second warmest annual low that we've seen on record. So 16, you think, well, okay, that's cold, but as a matter of fact, we've mainly been colder than that as our coldest temperature each particular year. So kind of interesting there. We'll certainly snap that. Much colder here coming in by Tuesday. So the Arctic air drains on down. Today, that air really gets going. It moves down into Oklahoma, and we'll see the effects of that by this time tomorrow morning. Right now, the forecast today looks great. Mild, dry, a little breezy, but be prepared. Make sure you're ready to go as the snow moves in overnight tonight. Some blowing snow. This will be mainly after midnight and definitely turning colder and windy overnight tonight. The winds could be gusting up over 40 miles per hour as the air blows in. Could have a little blowing snow around that may create some slick spots. We'll monitor those conditions. It's going to be cold and windy going into your Friday morning. And then Friday afternoon, roads improve. But still, the cold air is in place, and it's just going to keep turning colder going on through the weekend. And by the time we get to tomorrow morning, again, many spots in the state could have some travel issues. But right now, it looks to be more spotty in nature. So be paying attention, waking up tomorrow morning. Get up and watch us on News 9. We'll have our trackers out, and we'll keep you up to date on what those roads are doing. It still appears the northeast part of the state will have the biggest, more widespread problems, if there will be some in the state coming up into tomorrow. Right now, there's a lot of action out there. You can see a lot of colors on the board here. There's your little diagram of what those colors mean. Mainly travel advisories and a big winter storm warning up over the Central Plains. That Arctic air shoves on down, a storm system moves across, and that will spread snow across the Central Plains. And eventually that storm will come down south enough. We'll have some precip here in Oklahoma later this evening and overnight tonight. More on that coming up. Right now, 29, wind chill 25. It's cold out the door this morning. One of the stories today, if you're going to be doing some preparing, maybe you have to get the Christmas lights down. The winds will be picking up. So if you're up on a ladder, be careful going up a ladder this afternoon. Some of those gusts could be climbing up to near 30 miles per hour going into the afternoon hours to date. But a lot of sunshine and warming temperatures. We should be up in the 50s here during the afternoon today. And with that south breezes, those will pick up 10 to 20. Again, a few gusts could be up near 30 going into today. Around the state, 20s and 30s right now. It's cold out there this morning. Wind chills down to teens, 20s, some 30s. And as we look at the big picture here, here's we'll call it storm number 1 rolling down. That's going to spread some of that snow across here coming up overnight tonight. But that shoots eastward quickly. Next cold front arrives, that comes on down, that keeps ushering in that Arctic air. Watch this system right here. That's going to blow down across Oklahoma. Areas of snow move through Sunday night, may linger for a while early Monday, and that really sets up the stage for what will be a very, very cold forecast Monday into Tuesday. It's that pipe bursting kind of cold, and we're not going to stop. That air is going to stay just draining out of the Arctic through next week. So this looks to be a long duration cold event coming our way that may linger all the way into much of next week, struggling to get up around 32. It's just that kind of a pattern. 50s, 60s for most spots here for today. Let's talk about the temperatures here. Teens tonight, and we'll expect to see some 20s as well. Here comes the winter precip rolling in this evening. That blows across Oklahoma overnight tonight. And so some areas of snow, you see the blue there. I put up to 2. Not all that area will see 2. Most spots will see under an inch, but there'll be a few localized areas we'll monitor for the central part of the state. So there might be some slick spots. We'll monitor that. It's not warming up tomorrow. It's going to be cold, and that's the case on to Saturday. Highs in the teens, 20s. And again, that snow coming in on Sunday will spread across Oklahoma. And this is going to be a bigger system. Some areas could see up to 4 to 8 inches of snow. Again, it's really early to be able to predict snowfall totals, so totals are not locked in. This can change a lot between now and Sunday. We'll keep an eye on that. Here's the cold, as cold as 6 degrees by Monday.